Hello everyone! In this video I'll be translating and summarizing the latest Urdu broadcast by Samina Pasha to make it accessible for our English-speaking audience. Let's go through the key developments and insights in Samina Pasha's words. So today is the 5th of August, and this date is significant because Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, or PTI, has called for nationwide protests. It was officially announced by Imran Khan that today's protests would be the peak of this movement. However, we did not see the protest at its peak before today. It's starting today, but it is being reported that the rallies and events planned today will end. After that, the movement will continue, with PTI organising different events from time to time. So why is the call for protests on 5th August so important? How is the government so rattled? And why is this protest being declared successful even before it happens? We will share the details of these things with you and also explain where the biggest activity related to this protest might take place. We will also discuss the situation worldwide and further news related to this in this vlog. I request you to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. First of all, let me tell you that 5th August is the day when Imran Khan was arrested, and today marks the completion of 2 years of his imprisonment. These 2 years have passed, during which his face was never seen. His voice or message never reached the people directly. There have been a few pictures leaked here and there, but he has been completely removed from the media throughout. His name, his image and his message were not broadcasted. On 5th August, after the verdict in the Toshakhana scandal, Imran Khan was arrested from his residence in Lahore from Zaman Park. Before this, there had been several attempts to arrest Imran Khan, but it seemed that the arrests couldn't happen due to resistance from some workers, or perhaps due to the system's inability to finalize the matter. This arrest took place after 9th May. Although he was arrested on 9th May, the Supreme Court ordered his release just a couple of days later. This arrest was the one after which the nation has not seen the face of its most popular leader. After his arrest, Imran Khan was never presented in any court. He was not brought out of jail, and all his hearings were held inside Adiala jail. He has remained in prison for the past 2 years, and not even for a single day was he taken to any hospital for a checkup or treatment. There were orders to present him in court several times, but he was never presented, with excuses given about security concerns. In some cases, it was even suggested that he could be presented via video link, but that was not possible even in lower courts. The only time it happened was for the Supreme Court case where Imran Khan himself was the petitioner. He was allowed to appear via video link for that particular hearing. But even in that case, a strict security perimeter was created to ensure that no image or audio of Imran Khan would leak. Despite all the precautions, a picture of Imran Khan was leaked during that hearing, and a 15-minute audio clip was also leaked. These were the 2 moments when the nation heard their leader and saw a glimpse of him from inside the jail. But other than that, he was not presented anywhere. However, despite all this, the nation has never forgotten him for even a moment. Not a single day has passed without his mention on TV. Every talk show discusses him. Politics in Pakistan revolves around his words, statements, and views on every issue. Everyone's attention is focused on what he has to say or how he views matters. Whether it's criticism or praise, the conversation always revolves around him, and there hasn't been a day when Pakistan's politics could be said to have been minus Imran Khan. Imran Khan's importance is undeniable, and his popularity has only grown stronger. His captors are well aware of this. He's endured his time in prison with grace and bravery. Even his critics, whether they are Rana Sanawala, various political analysts, journalists, or even members of the PPP, have acknowledged the grace with which Imran Khan has faced imprisonment. He didn't show any sign of fear, nor did he beg or negotiate. Even when offered deals, he rejected them. Imran Khan has exhibited courage and dignity, and everyone, even his critics, is compelled to praise him for that. They may not say it openly, but in their hearts they recognize that he has endured his time in jail in an extraordinary way. His time in jail has set an example for future political leaders who may find themselves in similar situations. They will now think, if they ever have to face jail, they should endure it like Imran Khan, or better yet, they should not enter politics at all or make big claims if they can't face the consequences. But it wasn't just Imran Khan who showed bravery. His wife also faced imprisonment with great courage. She was, after all, a housewife with no major career or public persona before this. Yet she stood by Imran Khan with immense courage, and it has been over a year now that she has supported him with grace. Similarly, his sisters have been actively struggling for him, and their efforts too are making history. All of this is happening for Imran Khan, and the love from the nation for him remains unshakable. No one can say that the nation has forgotten him in this moment. In fact, as time has passed, people miss him more and want to see him released as soon as possible. So, the 5th of August has become an extremely significant date, and it is for this reason that Imran Khan has called for a movement urging people to mobilize. People are already eager to come out. In my opinion, if it were not for the fear, restrictions and the government's harsh measures, no mobilization would even be needed. PTI leaders, ticket holders and party workers wouldn't have to be told to come out. I can guarantee that the people love Imran Khan and would come out on their own. If they are certain that their participation will lead to his release, millions would come out. However, if they fear that after protesting, they will face harsh consequences, arrests and violent treatment, people are hesitant. At this moment, the Punjab police especially seems to be working like a force aligned with the opposition party, using fear and pressure. Punjab is considered an important province, and if a movement gains traction here, it will be difficult to stop. The government has always tried to suppress any movement in Punjab using fear and force by imposing Section 144, conducting raids, making arrests and blocking roads. The aim is to create an atmosphere of terror to prevent people from coming out, making them think that they will face legal issues and arrests if they do. This situation discourages many from participating in protests, as they feel it will only bring them more trouble and will not bring about any real change. The PTI members had to work hard to get him out, telling him that even if he still comes out, it will make a difference. Raise your voices together. Now, how successful these efforts have been will be clear today when people will take to the streets holding rallies. But if the purpose of these rallies is to highlight the 2 years of imprisonment of Imran Khan, to put pressure on it, and for that day's most important thing to become this in the whole world, then I think PTI has already succeeded in this. Regardless of how many people come out or how many don't, if your purpose is to protest and put pressure on the government, to make them under pressure, to instill fear or anxiety in them, then that is already visible. Because if the government knew that people weren't coming out, then they wouldn't need to take such measures, like imposing Section 144 or making arrests or unnecessarily detaining people. But since they know people will come out, that's why they're using these tactics to stop them. So if the goal is to apply pressure, then the government is already under pressure. They panic at every protest call. They have especially sealed the Adiala road, where there's a heavy police presence and a significant build-up. All the roads leading there have been blocked. Their belief is that the biggest gathering might take place in Rawalpindi, possibly outside Adiala, because tomorrow is also a meeting day, and family members are allowed to meet, with a list of party leaders as well. So the 6 people involved are almost the same: Salman Safdar, Salman Akram Raja, Niazullah Niazi, Advocate Awais Yunus and 1 or 2 others. These names are almost always the same, though none of them is allowed to meet. We've been seeing this practice for the last 2 to 3 months. Initially the sisters were allowed to meet, but now even they are not allowed to. Tomorrow there is no official call for the meeting from PTI or the sisters, but despite that, there were rumours that PTI has a secret plan to gather a significant number of senators, assembly members and ticket holders to gather outside Adiala. The government is concerned that this might happen, especially since Imran Khan is imprisoned there, and people have emotional attachment. It is possible that many party workers will show up, as they usually do on Tuesdays. However, tomorrow the numbers may be higher. For this reason, the government has made arrangements there as well. So we will see tomorrow how big the gathering will be outside Adiala and what the situation will be elsewhere. However, tonight in Punjab, it's very difficult for the workers. There are raids at their homes. Most people are trying to hide or leave their homes, but this is expected. CCTV footage is running everywhere, and people like Baba Rawan and Naeem Haider Panjota are posting updates. Many others are also sharing that their homes are being raided. This is an ongoing process and was expected. Some of their workers have been caught, and around 3,100 have been arrested, but no big leaders have been caught yet. Tomorrow, PTI's attempt is to record the protest in every way. The protests will continue throughout the day in different areas at different times, whether it's 3 p.m., 3:30 p.m., 5 p.m. or till evening. Naturally, there will be a cat-and-mouse game between the government, police and workers, but they must continue. If they stop and sit at home, it means they've given up the struggle, and obviously their leader hasn't done that, so neither can they. This will continue. In Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, there will be a successful protest as well. They have their own government there, so there are no obstructions and you will see a large gathering. On the international front, protests have taken place almost everywhere. In Germany, Switzerland, London, the United Kingdom, the United States, New York, New Jersey, South Korea, Italy, and Sydney in Australia. They've organised conventions and protests worldwide. The real impact will be seen when people also come out in Pakistan tomorrow. Everyone will protest to the best of their ability, recording it as much as they can. So, tomorrow is a crucial day. The government is also celebrating what they call Day of Exploitation. Celebrations might not be the right word, but it is the day when India changed the status of occupied Kashmir. Once a disputed region, it was declared as part of India. This happened on August 5th under Imran Khan's government. Since then, Pakistan has not been able to effectively protest, while India carried out the whole act quite smoothly. Pakistan's response is usually limited to a few speeches on August 5th every year. The focus tomorrow will clearly be on PTI's protests. As for the state media, which is now almost entirely government-controlled, their programming will reflect this. Lastly, I want to mention that 2 army generals have been appointed to significant positions. General Mohammed Saeed has been appointed chairman of the Board of Investment, and a newly appointed general in Islamabad has been given command. The trend of assigning army officers to positions in this regime continues. Some are retired, some are active service officers, but a significant number of military officers have been appointed. This is a classic example of a hybrid regime. However, I don't consider it hybrid anymore, it's far beyond that. The entire control is in the hands of the establishment, not just in the background, but also in the front, as people are being appointed to various posts, maintaining control in their hands. This is a shameful position for the PMLN government, which is ruling without any real roots among the people, without respect, and they know they've lost. Despite this, they continue in power, with no real control. They are not even respected by the public or the military, as they're still holding on to power like servants of orders. However, this government is destroying itself and its party. While doing so, the country's fate is being damaged, and so is the constitution. The country has gone back, and that is a painful matter for us because the future of our generations is tied to this country. We want Pakistan to become a developed, civilized nation that follows the constitution and rule of law, not become a country ruled by a few families. To escape this, the ultimate decision lies with the people. Whether that decision is made today, in 5 years, 10 years, or never, it's up to them. But there is no other solution. If you're waiting for a leader who will wave a magic wand and make everything fine, that won't happen. However, there is a leader who has at least made you aware of where the problems lie. He has shown resistance to the extent that he has put his life on the line. Beyond that, he has nothing to offer. The maximum he could do, he has done. Now the power is in your hands. When you will use it is your choice. That wraps up our translation of Samina Pasha's video. I hope this English version helped you understand her message better. Please like, share and subscribe to Awami Lens to help our community grow. Don't forget to leave a comment below and let me know what you thought of this effort.